It's the 2010 Conference USSSA Tournament presented by Busch Light. We're glad to have you with us here at Osceola County Stadium, opening round in the Men's A Conference USSSA Championship. This matchup features Team Combat Laser Vision and Northwest Combat CJ Financial. Should be a terrific ball game. Wherever you are, thanks for making us a part of your day. Great crowd coming in here for the 2010 Conference USSSA Championship. Later on, we're going to have Resmondo taking on Dan Smith, one of our featured matchups. They're playing in a best-of-5 series. And it's going to be Jason Kendrick for Combat Laser Vision starting things off. We're here in the top of the first inning. Jason Kendrick leading things off. Here's Johnny McCraw after the leadoff walk issued to Jason Kendrick. McCraw will be followed by Rusty Bumgardner. And that is back-to-back walks to start this contest. Derek Warren is the pitcher. Here's Rusty Bumgardner. Third baseman for the squad. And he takes a called strike. He's going to be followed by Vince Bisbee. A rocky start for Derek Warren. And this one swung on. It's hit a long way, and that's a 3-run home run for Rusty Bumgardner. And Team Combat has an early 3-0 advantage. And here's Vince Bisbee. Vince Bisbee taking a called strike. It'll be Seth Stevens, the first baseman, right behind him. Still nobody out here in the first inning. Rick Robertson will be with us throughout the night as well. There's another walk issued. It's the third here in the first inning. And Seth Stevens, the first baseman, getting a couple of warm-up cuts. Joey Formosa will follow. Hit on the ground. And the easy play at second. So Stevens is aboard on a fielder's choice. And that's out number one. And here's Formosa, the middle infielder. Always lifted a long way. Is this a second home run? It is. And that brings in Seth Stevens. Nothing Team Combat. And here's the center fielder, Mike Taylor. This one's hit a long way as well and gone back-to-back home runs. 6-0. And here's Mike Dill. So Dill retired on a line out to the shortstop, John Oram. And Wade Casey with a base hit into the center field. Two away. This one hit well, but into center field. That'll make the last out here in the first, but a productive top of the first for Team Combat. They score 6 runs, and they're up by 6 as Northwest Combat comes to the plate for the first time in the 2010 Conference USSSA Championship. USSSA is the largest multi-sport athletic association in the world. Headquartered in beautiful Osceola County, Florida, USSSA has now grown to 3.7 million members, competing in 14 sanctioned sports. From fast-pitch softball, basketball, taekwondo, and golf to being one of the largest youth baseball programs in the country, USSSA has a sport for you. Log on to USSSA.com to find out how you can take part.
Play the best and play USSSA.
Bottom of the first. Sal Formosa leading things off. And he has a base hit to start the contest in the bottom of the first. Northwest Combat trailing against Combat Laser Vision 6-0. And back-to-back hits as John Oram gets aboard. John Oram, the shortstop for Northwest Combat. The winner of this game takes on EWS shirts and logos. That'll be out on field number 2 in a game tonight. The loser, of course, will fall into the loser's bracket. Frank Henry, the right fielder, at the plate. Popped up. And it falls for a base hit. And Sal Formosa is going to come across to score the first run of the ballgame for Northwest Combat. And we got runners on the corners and nobody out here in the first. Here's Oscar Shipley. He'll be followed by Joey Smith and Matt Albert. Bouncing ball under the glove of Rusty Bumgardner. Joey Oram comes in to score. Henry will hold at second. Oscar Shipley has the 4th consecutive base hit. And another single, that one into right field. They're waving around Henry. And there'll be no throw to the plate. That's the 3rd run. As Joey Smith gets a base hit, Matt Albert at the plate. Matt Albert with the base hit. Here's Kyle Dexter, the middle infielder. Be followed by Derek Warren, the pitcher. Ooh, Rusty Bumgarner with a great play for out number 1. Base hit for Derek Warren. It's going to score a run. Joey Smith comes in to score. Matt Albert will score as well. And Derek Warren has a double. The first extra base hit for Northwest Combat. And here's Orlando Cabrera. Rusty Bumgarner fields it on a hop, tosses it across the diamond for out number 2. Seth Stevens, the first baseman for Combat Laser Vision. And another base hit, and this one by Josh Fulton. Warren comes in to score. And it's 7-6. This one hit towards the gap. It's going to be hit a long way by Sal Formosa. He had a single his first time up this inning, and he's racing towards the plate looking for an inside the park home run, and he's got it. Nine to 6, Northwest Combat over Combat Laser Vision. We got a thrilling night of action. Matt O'Hara helping us out on the broadcast. He'll be here the majority of the way, including a game coming up later between Resmondo and Dan Smith. Terrific crew. Popped up. Rusty Bumgarner has it. Inning over. Orem retired, but a productive first. It's Northwest Combat leading by 3, 9-6 after an inning here at Osceola County Stadium. Nine to 6, we begin the top of the second here in this opening round action, Conference USSSA Championship. Bill Messina retired to start the inning. So we go back to the top, and Jason Kendrick, he walked and scored back in the first. They'll say it's fair and gone. Jason Kendrick has a solo home run, making it 9-7. Got a terrific crew volunteering their time to be with us here. Hopefully you're able to enjoy their great work. Rick Robertson will join us, better known as Robo. Is McCraw, John McCraw, the left fielder, checks into the box. He walked and scored in the second. A run already in here in the second after 6 runs scored in the first. Bouncing ball, gloved by the shortstop. And a good dig there at first. John Oram tossing it over to Matt Albert. Out number 2. So McCraw retired, and here's Rusty Bumgardner. He hit a home run, a 3-run home run in his first plate appearance. This time, unfortunately, comes to the plate with nobody on board. And he's going to take a walk. So Bumgarner on first. Here's Vince Bisbee, center fielder. Frank Henry, Oster Shipley, and Joey Smith here in the second inning. Frank Henry singled and scored his first time up. Bill Messina, the pitcher, on the squad, and that one down the third base line, just foul. Really a golden opportunity here for Northwest Combat to extend their lead after Combat Lee's division only scored a run on a solo home run in the top of the second. Good grab, Rusty Bumgarner on over to Seth Stevens. One out. Here's Oscar Shipley. He singled and scored his first time up. This time it's a Grenadis. Long fly over to first, and Seth Stevens has to step off the bag. So Shipley is going to be aboard via the air. And so there's one on and one out. And here's Joey Smith. Joey Smith, the single, and this time he's going to fly out to Mike Taylor in center field. So 2 outs in the inning. And this should be the third out. And it is backpedaling the middle infielder, Joey Formosa, making the play, retiring the side. And Northwest Combat misses a golden opportunity to score some runs. They're blanked in the bottom of the second. It's 9-7 with 2 innings complete in the 2010 USSSA Conference Championship presented by Busch Light.
Resmondo Sports is backed with nearly 300 USSSA men's B, A, and AA World Tournament wins, in addition to the record-breaking 5-time USSSA Men's Major World Championships. Now Resmondo will dominate women's fast-pitch softball with the all-new 2011 Worth Pride Titan Composite Fast-Pitch Bat. Now available at ResmondoSports.com.
USSSA is the largest multi-sport athletic association in the world. Headquartered in beautiful Osceola County, Florida, USSSA has now grown to 3.7 million members, competing in 14 sanctioned sports. From fast-pitch softball, basketball, taekwondo, and golf to being one of the largest youth baseball programs in the country, USSSA has a sport for you. Log on to USSSA.com to find out how you can take part.
Play the best and play USSSA.
Taija Sports is the official apparel partner of the USSSA. Seth Stevens, Joey Formosa, Mike Taylor. Two up in this inning. Here's a base hit. Start things off here in the top of the third. It's 9-7 our score. Got 4 games for you on the docket tonight. We're glad you're with us. Bouncing ball. And that's a perfect 6-4-3 double play. So the defense cranking up here. Orem. Over to Fulton. And over to Albert. That's a 6-4-3 double play, and there's 2 away. Here in the top of the third, and it's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning. I don't know, it falls in front of the right fielder, Frank Henry. And Mike Taylor is aboard for the second time, this time with the double. So that brings up Mike Dill. He lined out to the shortstop, John Orem, in his first plate appearance. Middle infielder over to first. Inning over. It's the end of the top of the third. I've just been informed I'm doing play-by-play by Matt O'Hara. I'm glad that he's listening. That's going to do it for the top of the third. We move to the bottom of the third. It's a 2-run contest between Northwest Combat and Combat Laser Vision.
Taija Sports is the official apparel partner of the USSSA. With Taija Sports, you can have your team looking like the pros with personalized youth packages starting at around only $100 per player. This package includes 1 personalized jersey, a pair of pants, backpack, and a Taija Sports Flex Fit cap. Go to TaijaSports.com, where you'll find additional items to suit your sporting needs, such as high-quality roller bags, batting gloves, and footwear. Taija Sports, where it begins.
Bottom of the third, 9-7 our score. Should be Kyle Dexter, Derek Warren, and Orlando Cabrera in this inning. Combat being blanked in the top of the third, and there's a leadoff walk issued to Kyle Dexter here in the bottom of the third. Northwest Combat was unable to score a run. And that one hit well and over the glove of the left fielder, McCraw. Dexter scores from first. Derek Warren, who doubled back in the first and scored, doubles here in the third. It's 10-7. It's 10-7. And to right field, Jason Kendrick tossing the ball in. Orlando Cabrera grounded out in the first. It's his first base hit of the ball game. Here's Josh Fulton, second baseman. And back up the middle, there's a base hit. Derek Warren. And a score. It's 11-7. Here's Sal Formosa. Singled in the first, inside the park home run in the second. We'll be here all weekend. We're glad you're with us. It's our pleasure to bring you these games on a beautiful day here in Central Florida. We wish you could be here right with us, but unfortunately you can't, so we're glad you're joining us online. Got a terrific crew. We're all pleased to be here as well. And we've got a good first game on the air. It's 11-7, Northwest Combat over Combat. And Formosa drawing a walk, so he's reached for the third time in this ball game. Again, a single in the first, inside the park home run in the second, and a walk here in the third. Here's John Oram. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first and popped out in the second inning. And he grips this one in the left field. McCraw will track it down. It'll score another run. As Oram staying at first with a single. Sal Formosa going to third. And Fulton coming across the score. It's 12-7. Frank Henry looking to go down the line. But it's just foul. He's 1 for 2. And Henry is down on strikes. Second out of the inning. Here's Oscar Shipley. Singled in the first, reached on an air in the second. He goes down the right field line into the bleachers for his first strike. Popped up. Taken by Mike Taylor. Inning over, but the lead extended. After 3, it's 12-7.
Looks so jittery on my computer, but it's all feeding off the same internet connection, so I don't really want to go too much
Oh, maybe. Twelve to 7, 4th inning. Wade Casey will lead things off. His team trailing. Not quite running out of chances yet. But they've scored 1 run combined in the last 2 innings. Hit on the ground, Durham over to first. That's 1 away here in the 4th, and the bats remain cold. Oh, what a backhanded play by Albert. Great glove there at first. And there's 2 away as Bill Messina, the pitcher, comes to the plate. One pitch. Joey Smith under it, 1 out. 1-2-3 inning. That's not very good in slow pitch. Now they scored 1 run over 3 innings, and it's a frustrated Combat Laser Vision team. They're trailing 12-7 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here at Osceola County Stadium. Bottom of the fourth, it's 12-7. And a walk to start this inning to Joey Smith. That brings up Matt Albert, who's going to fly it to Mike Taylor for out number 1. Smith holding at first. And Kyle Dexter lined out in the first, walked and scored in the third. At the plate with only 1 out and 1 on. In a 12-7 game. Got under that one as well. McCraw settling underneath it. 2 away. So Joey Smith led off the inning with a leadoff walk, but now here's Warren at the plate with 2 away. Down the line, and whoa, McCraw, what a grab. Sliding grab and left. That ends the inning. Northwest Combat strands a runner. Combat is still in this ball game. They trail 12-7 after 4 innings.
Who's here? Welcome, Greg. Let me know. I think you'll be ready for Q3. Not Q3. Not seeing the number.
A great start here in the top of the 5th. Orlando Cabrera on the first base line. Seth Stevens digging it out. And there's 1 away. So 1 out. Here for Combat. Jason Kendrick retired by Albert. And there's a base hit for John McCraw. And here's Rusty Bumgarner combat. Still has some outs left, but we're late in this ball game and they're trailing 12-7 in a defensive battle. Rusty Bumgarner home run in the first, walked in the second. At the plate for the third time in this ball game. Here in the fifth. And there's a base hit for Bumgarner, who fell to the ground as he hit that one into left field, out to Joey Smith. McCraw holding at second. So McCraw on second, Bumgarner on first, and here's Vince Bisbee. The center fielder walked in the first. He flew out in the second. 2 on and nobody out. Trying to go the opposite field. Frank Henry tracking it down. McCraw tagging going to third. Bisbee is retired for out number 2. And Seth Stevens, who's reached twice in the first on a fielder's choice and in the third on a single, comes to the plate with 2 outs in the inning. Ooh, that one was ripped into right field. It'll score a run. John McCraw comes in. Seth Stevens holds it first with the single. Bumgarner to second. 12-8 is our score. As Joey Formosa gets set to come to the plate. On the ground, that's going to retire the side. Combat laser vision only able to score a run in the inning. It's a 4-run ball game, 12-8 as we go to the bottom of the 5th here on USSSA.com.
Still bothered by how it looks, at least on my computer.
Northwest Combat a chance to extend their lead. They're up by 4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Orlando Cabrera, Josh Fulton, and Sal Formosa here in this inning. And Cabrera retired right away. And it's out number 1. As Josh Fulton comes to the plate. He singled in the first, singled in the third. And he is going to pop up as well. Casey Wade, the second baseman, has it for out number 2. So we're back to the top. Sal Formosa singled and scored in the first. He had an inside the park home run in the second. And then he walked in the third. First pitch, he lines foul. Lori Timmons, Don DiDonatis' right-hand man, now out on the deck getting some sun. Enjoying the ball game. Should be an all-star crew there on the USSSA deck this weekend. As we see Sal Formosa get a base hit with 2 away here in the inning. He's reached base all 4 times he's come to the plate. And to left, McCraw, he doesn't have a chance. Formosa's going to score easily. Orem on his way to third with a triple. And it's 13-8. As Frank Henry gets set to come to the plate. Down the left field line, fair ball that scores another run. Joey Orem comes in to score. Frank Henry on his way to second. He's got a double. His second hit of the ball game after singling in the first, grounding out in the second, and striking out in the third. And to center, Mike Taylor tracking it down, inning over. 5 innings complete. Northwest Combat tacking on 2 more. Their lead is now 6. As we go to the 6th, it's 14-8.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, because the internet I'm trying to do, there's something I can do to like test my speed.
It's Mike Taylor leading off the 6th inning with a hit. It's Taylor, Dill, and Wade Casey here in the 6th. Dill is 0 for 2. Combat trailing by 6. Got a bunch of games for you tonight here on the stadium field, including Resmondo and Dan Smith. It's a must-see ball game. In fact, Dan Smith beating them the last time out. It should be a terrific contest. It's the first of what could be a best-of-5 series between these two teams. We could see 5 games this weekend between Dan Smith and Resmondo. As Dill draws a walk. There's 2 on. And nobody out as Wade Casey comes to the plate. Casey's 1 for 2. And he lines it into right field. Frank Henry tracking it down. It's going to be Mike Taylor coming around third to score. And that's one of the 6 runs that Combat Laser Vision needs to get back in this ball game. It's 14-9. With runners on the corners, Dill at third, Casey at first, and here is the shortstop, Shante Granados, number 3. He's got a base hit into right field. That'll score Mike Dill. Casey holding at second. And here's Bill Messina, the pitcher. And actually they're going to have Bill Honeycutt pinch hit for Bill Messina here in this critical juncture of this ball game. It's 14-10. And a hot shot line drive, gloved by Orem. Out number 1. Into right field, there's a base hit. Frank Henry tracking it down. Casey's going to score. A double for Jason Kendrick. And it's a 3-run ball game after 3 runs have come into score here in the 6th inning. 14-11. Here's John McCraw. He walked and scored in the first, grounded out in the second, and he singled and scored in the 5th. Got under this one. Here comes Cabrera. Ooh. And that could be a critical out miss there. John McCraw should have been out, should have been retired easily, but instead he'll get a second chance to bat here in the 6th inning. Two in scoring position. And the tying run at the plate. And John McCraw. Popped into center field. Sal Formosa has it. That'll score another run, though, on a sacrifice fly. And here's Rusty Bumgardner. With 2 away. And Rusty Bumgardner with a home run is second of this ball game. And he's tied the contest at 14. Scoring Jason Kendrick. And look at the comeback effort here for Combat, scoring 6 runs in the 6th inning. Here's Vince Bisbee. He's looking for his first hit of this ball game. He walked in the first, flew out in the second, and flew out in the 5th. Looking for back-to-back home runs. Does this one have enough? Joey Smith backpedaling, and he climbs the wall, but no chance there. And Combat has taken the lead for just the second time of this ball game, and the first time they've led since the top of the first. Here's Seth Stevens with 2 outs in this inning. He's 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles, and he reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first inning. And he has his bat going as well down the right field line into right field, out towards Frank Henry. He's trying to get an extra base, and he's a little too greedy. Great throw in by Henry, and that retires the side, but a productive 6th inning. Combat scoring 7, and they lead for just the second time in this ballgame. It's 15-14 here at Osceola County Stadium. It's the bottom of the 6th, 15-14 game. A terrific first battle we have for you. In our first of 4 games we'll have tonight, Joey Smith leading things off. Singled and scored in the first. He flew out in the second, walked in the fourth. And here to begin the 6th inning, he's got a base hit. Northwest Combat was in the lead by 6 runs until Combat Laser Vision scored 7 in the top of the 6th. Matt Albert, he's 1 for 3. And he lines out to Rusty Bumgardner, who elevates to get out number 1. Here's Kyle Dexter with 1 out and 1 on. Again, be sure to tell your friends this is the first of 4 games we'll have for you tonight on USSSA.com. It'll be here the rest of the weekend starting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And then, of course, again on Sunday early in the morning as well as we crown a champion here at Osceola County Stadium. And we'll have the best of 5 in the men's major between Resmondo, Specialty Tank, and Dan Smith. This one down the line, it's going to be extra bases for Kyle Dexter. Joey Smith rounding third. He's going to score to tie this ball game 15-15 after a triple by Kyle Dexter. Decker with a triple, and here's Derek Warren. Northwest Combat, CJ Financial out of Seattle, Washington. Popped up into left. So there's 2 away, and here's Orlando Cabrera. And we're going to have one of our conferences. Northwest Combat, CJ Financial, they had 1,525 USSSA points, a record this year of 31-19. They're 7-6 in their classification. They did pick up 2 victories against men's major teams this year. They defeated Resmondo Specialty Tank right here in the USSSA Hall of Fame Classic, 25-22. It was one of the thrilling games early on. They were 4-2 at the Men's A Worlds. Hit towards left. McCraw has it. Inning over. Northwest Combat scoring 2 in that inning. They lead it by 1 as we go to the 7th. 16-15, a thrilling first game in the 2010 USSSA Conference Championships. It's the 7th inning in a 1-run ball game. Combat taking on Northwest Combat. A 1-run ball game. Combat trailing by a run. They need at least 1 run to send us to the bottom of the 7th. That one sharply hit, and Orlando Cabrera is going to send it over to first. And the throw just a little late. Joey Formosa has a leadoff hit. First pitch swing popped up into left field. Joey Smith has it. Joey Formosa will tag and move to second, so the tying run is in scoring position. And Mike Dill, who struggled at the plate today. He's 0 for 2, but he walked and scored in the 6th inning. Got a chance to tie this one up, sending this one down the right field line. A long run for Albert, and it's going to fall in foul territory. Coming up next here on the stadium, Aubrey's TaylorMade, Mizuno, and Woodlaw Mikan. That one coming up right at the conclusion of this one. Set to start at about 6:30, so we'll have that one for you immediately following this game. And then at 8 o'clock, it'll be Resmondo taking on Dan Smith. And later tonight at 9:30, GTL is going to take on the winner between Jean Shop and Fence Brokers. This one into left field. It's going to score the tying run. Formosa comes around to score. It's 16-16 on the RBI game-tying single by Mike Dill. That's his first base hit of this ball game. And Wade Casey, chance to continue this rally here in the 7th. There's only one out. Down the left field line, long run for Joey Smith, but he's able to track it down for out number 2. Grenada's liner, great grab by Albert at first. And the inning's over. Northwest Combat needs just a run to win this ball game. It's 16-16 as we go to the last of the 7th here at Osceola County Stadium. Bottom of the 7th. Terrific ball game here. Northwest Combat needs just a run as Cabrera starts off the inning, reaching on an error by the second baseman. Josh Fulton reaching on an error here to begin the 7th. And here's Sal Formosa. He singled in the first, had an inside the park home run in the second, walked in the third, and singled and scored in the 5th. Northwest Combat needs just a run to win it right here in the bottom of the 7th. And this one down the line could be trouble. McCraw tracking it down. Fulton rounding third. Throw coming to the plate is late, and Northwest Combat has a walk-off winner by Sal Formosa, finishing off the game with a game-winning RBI double. Final score in game number 1, Northwest Combat 17, Combat 16. So the winner of this game advancing in the conference. The winner is going to take on EWS Shirts and Logos tonight at 8 o'clock on field number 2. Coming up next, we're going to have Aubrey's Tailor Made and Woodlaw coming up. 2010 Conference USSSA Championship here live on USSSA.com. We'll be right back right after this.